As part of efforts to rid Anambra State of criminal elements, 2 more suspected kidnappers' dens have been demolished by the police in Umueri, Anambra East local government of the state. The Assistant Commissioner of Police, Joseph Agugosi, who led the demolition team, explains the activities of the kingpin, who he claims have been on the police wanted list for many years.
This structure is allegedly put up by one Solomon Chibuzo Mora, alias Millie, a notorious kidnapped suspect presently in police custody. Assistant Commissioner of Police Joseph Agogoesi says the commitment to rid the state of crime cannot be overemphasized.
A property has used proceeds of his kidnap activities to erect. Miri happens to be one of the notorious kidnappers, have been looked for over time before he was eventually apprehended.
Within the fence lies this building with the rooms filled with all kinds of fetish materials. Some members of the community say the discovery by the police is a sign of relief to them.
We know Millie as Millie is a kidnapper. He's a kidnapper. He has a high-profile cases of kidnapping everywhere, and we know that authority wants him. Authority wants him. Since then, at times even to the village, when he just come, he will sneak and go.
Also on the list for demolition in the same community is this building owned by Hyacinth Chibodu, another kidnapped suspect, and another owned by Mr. Matthew Nwankwo, a suspected gang leader from Nteje in Oyi local government area of the state, presently on the run.
I want to warn all criminals to stay away from Anambra State, because if we catch them, we're going to deal with them in accordance with the Anambra State law. One of it is that if you're a kidnapper and we trace the process of kidnap to any property you have, we pull it down, and we'll continue to do that.
The demolition of kidnap dens is a punitive measure backed by the law of the state. The government of Anambra State under Willie Obiano has in recent times demolished several structures allegedly owned and used as kidnap dens.
Now let's get down to business. Here's Anne Nwawadu.
First Bank. You first.
Hello and welcome to Business News. Nigeria's equities market has lost 2.49% week on week, and that's its lowest value since March the 30th. Although analysts maintain that stocks are attractively priced, projections that the bears could persist this week on investors' lack of confidence are looking very true, as the equities market shed 0.32% on Monday. Deductions from the banking system through OMO auctions, FGN bond auction, and CRR debits are expected to push interbank rates higher from the current levels. Yields at the Treasury bills market are expected to rise further on continued profit-taking and liquidity drain from bond auctions. Analysts at the Cordros Capital look forward to mixed trading at the bonds market on renewed demand at the short end. Well, Nigeria's equities market has continued to trade in the negative territory for the 11th session. The all-share index was down 0.32% at 31,628.20 points. Here's Christy Cole with more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Nigeria's equities market continues to trade in the negative territory, with the all-share index down 0.32% at 31,628.20 points. Nestle is the biggest loser, with its share price down 10 naira. Nigeria Breweries shares went down 2 naira 21 kobo, while Flour Mills had a naira 61 kobo shaved off its share price. Step laptops, the gain is stable, appreciating 4 naira 89 kobo. 7up is up 2 naira 75 kobo. Dangote Cement gained 1 naira and 70 kobo. Zenith Bank tops the volumes chart with trades of 150 million shares. Transcorp follows with 17 million units, while Multiverse holds its spot on the volumes chart with trades of 10.9 million shares. By the close of trading, 264 million shares had been exchanged for 5.4 billion naira in 3,049 deals. And that's the stock markets report. I am Christy Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Christy. Well, Coscharis Motors Limited has rewarded distinguished distributors and customers of the company for the year 2014 with awards and gifts. Speaking at the award presentation and customer forum, the Chief Executive Officer of Coscharis, Mr. Cosmas Maduka, says that customer recognition became necessary to encourage more patronage and loyalty.
Executive management of Coscharis Motors with key distributors and guests are gathered here. It's the 2014 Coscharis Customer Forum. First, the company takes guests through a line of products for car care: Abro Engine Degreaser, Abro Disinfectant Spray, Abro Oven Cleaner, Abro Silicone Car Wax, Abro Diesel Injector Cleaner, Abro Synthetic Oil, and Abro Radiator Coolant.
Your clap for him is not easy.
The high point of the event is a presentation of awards and gifts to distributors and customers who have distinguished themselves in 2014. The awardees expressed delight at the gesture, as the management of the company wants them to keep up the patronage.
It's so great. Their product is a very good product. That's why we have confidence in selling it to our customers. I be their dealer. We have been gathering here for previous years based on this product. And both in this country, east, west, south, and north, many of them are patronizing this product because it's a very good product.
To recognize our major customers, show them our appreciation, because it is these group of distributors and customers who bring Abro products into the market every day for the Nigerian citizens.
It's a forum to say thank you. These guys here are the most important visitor we expect in our premises, because they are the people that keep us in business.
And with this gesture from Coscharis Motors, the company can look forward to more customer loyalty and patronage.
Well, that's it on Business News. I'm Anne Nwawade. We'll take a quick look at the global market figures today, and Bimba will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
First Bank. You first.
Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, says he has high hopes in Africa's socio-economic and political development, despite the challenges facing the continent. He's urging African leaders to exhibit the much-needed political will through a flexible and coherent policy framework that will transform the continent. He was speaking at a boot camp organized by the Tony Elumelu Foundation on Entrepreneurship, which took place at Covenant University, Ota, Ogun State, southwest Nigeria.
1,000 young, determined and budding entrepreneurs are the first batch of beneficiaries drawn from across 51 African countries, including Nigeria. Addressing the beneficiaries on what government at all levels should do to encourage them, the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, challenged business and political leaders to be more responsible and responsive towards the social, political, and economic needs of the continent.
Because when you move from one country to another, you need a completely different policy regime. And if Africa is to make progress, if you are to succeed, the 50-something countries in Africa must operate as one unit, with similar trading, investment, and policy regimes.
In his keynote, the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, asked the beneficiaries to make good use of the opportunity that the camp presents them.
I say so because of you, young entrepreneurs who are here. Your creativity, innovation, talent, and most importantly, strength of character is our future. Let me say how extremely proud I am of you all. I'm convinced that you will succeed because you have started very well. I'm sure that your countries and our continent will be safe in your hands.
So what we are doing today is not an end, it's a means to an end. The end is when we see that we don't have or we reduce significantly unemployment situation in Africa, that we're able to develop our continent, and that we're able to create economic profit for investors, for entrepreneurs, as well as address some social challenges that we have on the continent. That is when I would say my expectations are met.
They're not, the entrepreneurs that we have backed have 100% conviction and passion for their businesses. In terms of monitoring, we've always said this is not a grant seekers program.
Some of the participants also shared their experiences and expectations.
Here in Nigeria today, we have a country that is becoming the center of the economic redemption of Africa. Today, we are rewriting the future of Africa.
Launched last December, the Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program is a $100 million initiative aimed at discovering and supporting African indigenous entrepreneurs with a focus on agriculture, education, retail, ICT, and healthcare.
Next on the news at 10, Claudio Ranieri succeeds Nigel Pearson as Leicester City's manager. That's on Sports News. Do stay with us.